to your people, and they have not misunderstood you as saying that you are teaching them to backslide, you are not yet teaching it. If people don't misunderstand you to think that this is trying to make people go to sin, then you are still adding some law inside it. Because they also ask 2 times for free thereabout. They also say the same thing to Paul, the apostle of grace. What do you mean, Paul? Shall we continue in sin that grace may abound? They have to ask you. This thing you are teaching is good, but take your eyes away from people. Can I hear a loud amen? This one is asking, his own concern is that I said that people are not under curse because they didn't pay tithe. He said, then what is the spiritual implication? Why do you want to give them implication? Leave them alone. Teach them the blessing in tithing. After all, the first mention of tithe, there was no curse in it. Abraham gave tithe of all to Melchizedek. That was before the law. There was no tithe, there was no curse. He did it willingly. Why? Because God gave him massive deliverance. When you let people understand that God has been so gracious to them and you can't pay for it, they will want to outdo you. Some will give more than 10%. Show them the goodness of God, the mercy of God, how God has delivered them, how Jesus paid the price. He who spared not his own son and freely gave him to us, how can he not with him freely give us all things? Show them the goodness of God on our behalf, how he came down and identified with our mess and lifted us up. Show them. Don't frighten them with curse. I have done that before. I have frightened people because I didn't know any better. Frighten the church. If you don't pay your tithe, your pocket will be tight. You know, we conjure all kinds of things. Oh yes, we conjure all kinds of semantics in order to get them. He who refuses to tithe will face a tight time. And then the people are frightened to bring tithe. And what happens is that they don't get blessed because they're doing it out of fear. God wants you to do things for him out of love. Listen, when you are making the transition, your finances can come down. I guarantee you. Because some people will think it's a license now. I won't tithe. No. But don't look at those ones. Just stick with the truth. And it's the truth that sets free. I'm telling you our experience here. When I started, our offering went down, our tithe went down. But I kept on teaching. I said, it's not about money, it's about him. When you see him, every other thing loses value. Are you hearing what I'm telling you? What do you think that motivated Zacchaeus? Was Zacchaeus told to pay anything? But he saw Jesus. When he saw him, he said, I don't need these things, let me give it out.